Hey guys, welcome back to the world again. Today we're playing Muck, and I'm gonna tell you all the new patches and everything. They add atmospheric changes. They added the little dots in the wind to make it look like leaves are falling, and they also changed up the maps to have different colors, and they just made the textures look a little bit nicer. They also added the new boss, Drunk, which has many different attacks. You'll actually see me completely beat him later on. But yeah, this is me just trying to beat him just with normal stuff. This move's terrible, one shot too, but as long as you jump over it, I think you're fine. So, that's cool. And then they also, this is me trying to make a tool right here. Because actually pickaxes, moths have weaknesses now. So pickaxes actually do more to golems and big chunk, which is actually really sick. So you'll see how much a wooden pick does of those golems over there. Alright, let me read the patch notes. So, new enemies, Gronk, which I just talked about. The Wolf, which you'll see later. They added new power-ups, the Enforcer, which you can only get from orange chests. They also made orange, all the chests cheaper. XXL Juice, which you can only get from blue chests. I don't know what the Enforcer does yet. XXL, I think, boosts your defense and health. The Robin Hood hat and the Bean, which you can only get from white chests. And Robin Hood increases draw speed, so you can pull it back quicker. And also does more damage using bows, which is actually really nice. It makes the bows a lot more useful. Yeah, you can see me there also just pickaxing, and it does pretty much crit every hit, which is really nice. So if you have a really good pick, it's amazing how much damage you do. The big chunk's a lot easier, I think. Yeah, and then the Bean makes hunger slower, which is cool. And then this is also the fourth thing. Different map and different colors. So they have I found over 4 to 5, which was orange, yellow, blue, purple, green, and regular one, which is really cool. They added new items, which is Gronk's sword. Yeah, they added Gronk's sword, which you'll see later and see how much damage it does. You'll also see the ancient core, which is supposed to be used in a later update. The blade, which is supposed to be rare. There's all rare items, by the way. The sword hilt, which is rare, which you get from Grunk, so I imagine you get the blade as well. The ancient bow, which is cool. That's a rare drop now. This is also cool deposits. Those were added into the game. And I'm showing you how long it takes to break that. And then what is the other thing? Oh yeah, the new power-ups that I was talking about. And I only go over a few of them. They also nerfed, I forgot, yeah, they nerfed Dracula and balanced other power-ups. Because Dracula, if you got like 3 Draculas, you were pretty solid. They also added natural spawning enemies, which I think is really, really good. Of how they can just spawn naturally down during the day. Because it always felt sort of boring during the day. You always just waited until night. And you can only do battles, whereas this you can actually just find enemies. And they also made nights harder, which I don't know how to think about that. I mean, they're really hard. Maybe it's just the mixture of all the updates together, of power-ups not being able to get them. Or, yeah, it's maybe not the mixture of not being able to get power-ups. If you have a steel sword, it's pretty good, but this is me actually losing this first night, which you'll see here. You'll see what I actually do to pass the first night. And this is gamer, by the way. And they do an insane amount of damage that you see here. But yeah, anyway, continuing on with new items. Ancient bow, which I think would be cool to look at. Ancient bow. Bone, which I don't think does anything. Dark oak wood, which I think only Adamantium axe can get. Elemental. Oh, what happened here? Oh yeah, I died. Elemental arrows. Oh yeah, this is me fighting again. Yeah, they made goblins super strong. Super duper strong. So they actually, I think they nerfed how much those little raptors do. I think they only do 10 damage now, which they used to do a lot more. But yeah, the goblins. Yeah, this one I think I'm safe, but I hear them spawn, so I'm dead. Which is cool. Yeah, goblins they made much more overpowered, which is fun. And then adding on to the new items, they had flax fiber, wolf armor set. Oh yeah, armor sets actually. Oh yeah, coal deposit. They actually made finally coal better than wood. I was really waiting for that change because you could actually just use wood and it was the same as coal. There was no reason to use coal over wood. Wood was just more accessible. But now they've added coal deposits and they've made coal better. Coal burns slower. Like you'll see here, that 6 wood goes down to 2 over 4 ingots, whereas the coal only goes down to 4 ingots, which I think is really nice. They also, what did they do? Oh yeah, certain sets of armor actually have bonuses they give you now, which is pretty sick. So they added the wolf armor set, they added wolf skin, wolf claw, which I'm guessing is a weapon, and mushrooms. Oh yeah, and then here, look in the bottom right when I'm fighting, and you'll notice how much damage I get dealt either way. But yeah, so they do still do a ton of damage. So yeah, look at that. That was so much damage there. But anyway, no, I figured out apples actually heal. I think food actually heals. Food just heals your health in gamer mode, along with hunger, which didn't actually used to happen. Not that much though, but it does heal, which is really nice. In gamer mode, you previously had no way to get health regeneration unless you got broccoli. If you didn't get broccoli, you were pretty much done in gamer mode. Whereas this actually makes it a little bit more doable. And remember, I'm also solo, so this game is not built for solo. I mean, you can still do solo, but it's so much easier just with friends. They added the new resources, dark oak trees, and the coal deposits, as you saw. Yeah, this is me just winning the night. But yeah, you'll see, you have to dodge back when they do their attacks now. Regular goblins are a lot easier now. But the boss golems on the towers are much, much harder. Like you'll see here, goblin attacks reworked and made harder. Yeah, look. Whenever they do their attack, they'll actually bend over now. They'll do like a bend animation like that, and you have to back up and dodge their stupid attack. Or else it does a ton of damage. It's just here, let me see, 52. How much does one of their attacks do? Boom. Yeah, it does over 50 damage. Isn't that cool? This is over 50 damage a hit, one of those big boss guys. Yeah, so anyway, going off the patch notes, they added random atmosphere for each world, improves some visuals. Oh yeah, new bug by the way, Furnace Bob. I'm gonna call him Bob from now on, the Furnace, whenever they do this. Yeah, if you put it on a hill for some reason and they spawn like this, it just starts bobbing. Ores, they take longer to mine now. Iron never took this long for me. I used to be able to mine it much, much faster. And I know for sure even I didn't have power-ups, I was just able to mine iron faster. So yeah, here's a painful experience of that. They added boss totems, so you can actually spawn Gronk in a big chunk now. This is me and 4 times speed fighting it. With Adamanite, half, and then half Mithril, and then this is me showing a full normal run of it. Yeah, so it's pretty easy to dodge Gronk. You don't want to be on a hill like I just went there. Because if you're on a hill, you want to, like right here, this is a bad one. You want to jump that. If you don't jump that, I think it does way too much damage. It does 131. So I don't know how much armor it would block for me, but it does a lot of damage. Anyway, I beat him, and this is where I get the new items we were talking about. You get Gromp Sword and Ancient Core, Dracula as well. But yeah, Gromp Sword, Ancient Core, and the Sword. And Gromp Sword does a lot of damage. I show an example of the sword comparisons here. So going on with other things, they gave Grave and Revive systems a change. They added more mob weaknesses, such as pickaxes, strong against golem, and all that. Free roaming enemies. Stations no longer float, which I didn't really notice. Yeah, some armor sets get bonuses. Single player, you can now pause the game, which is really interesting. You can actually just pause the game now in single player. What else did they add? They added the accessibility of inverted mouse options. I mean, cool. FOV slider, so you can actually change your point of view. But yeah, look, this is me using an animating thing against, no, Mithra. And it's just so nice. You get massive crits on the guys. But, so that's really nice. And then, yeah, Ancient Core, that's me reading it off. That's showing that it's going to be used in another update, Sword Hilt. So these are the new sword comparisons. You'll see how much damage they do, about 69 to 94 damage. They also made the game harder, since it was too easy, especially mid to late game, which I didn't really think. I thought it was harder now on easy. Early game compared to mid and late game. I feel like you start to build up by then with the way that it's been reworked. I feel like early game is much harder now. But one first shot protection on easy and normal, so you actually don't die. So that may have been what happened actually with the goblins. They may have actually one-shot me, and I only had 2 health left. But I don't think that was it. Yeah, these are the walls. You'll see how dumb they are really quick. Yeah, look at that. So I did this damage, and look. I want to see how much damage they did. Yeah, they just started circling me. I don't know if this is a bug, but if it's not, then they're really dumb. And they're really easy to eliminate. Then they made optimizations. Mobs shouldn't teleport anymore, which is nice. It actually synchronizes in multiplayer. Fixed an issue where all players not load in. Fixed an issue where you would get soft locked and couldn't take damage anymore, where my friend actually got that soft lock when I left the world and he was still in it. The world didn't just continue on with him. It actually, it just, everything, all time kept going by, but he did nothing, which was interesting. And then they also fixed dropping in an item while standing on several items will send you into the void forever. And they're actually going to work on the story and ending the game for more content. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Yeah, this is me just finishing off, showing you the Gronk sword. I don't know. I haven't tested out bows yet. I really hope they're a lot better in this update. But anyway, see ya.